Hey, Ryan Stevens from Game Trailers here. I'm here with Jason Bergman, the senior producer on Fallout New Vegas, and he's going to take us down the strip.
Yes, so we're going to show you Fallout New Vegas here. We're just going to load up a game, and we're going to show you the Las Vegas Strip as reproduced in our world, or as we call it, the New Vegas Strip. So what we talk about in Fallout New Vegas is that bombs never actually hit the Las Vegas area. So Hoover Dam.
Why not?
Exactly. It actually ties into our storyline, and the reasons for that the player will uncover. Hoover Dam still puts out power, and so the storyline of the game centers around the struggle for control of Hoover Dam. In addition to that, of course, bombs never hit the Strip, so we have fully functioning pre-war casinos that are intact and they're rolling and still bringing in money. And so the player will walk up and down the Strip here, and you can see it is pretty vibrant. This is totally something you'd never have seen in Fallout 3 because the capital wasteland was so utterly obliterated. So we're going to walk down here, and we're going to show you a couple of our casinos. If you look off to your left here, Matt, you'll see we've got the Tops. That's our Rat Pack themed casino. Think like Ocean's 11 style, very Frank Sinatra. To the right, we've got Gomorrah. It's our Mafia-run casino. We've got the Lucky 38, which is actually the home of Mr. House. He's our Howard Hughes type character. He's actually been holed up there for decades, and nobody's been inside. The player is the first person to go inside in a very long time.
Is there a Spruce Goose element?
I beg your pardon?
Is there a Spruce Goose element?
There is something.
Okay.
Then we've got here, we've got the Ultralux, and you can see out here we've got some female NCR officers blowing off some steam.
Public ass.
So we're actually going to head on into the Tops Casino. So here we are, we're inside the Tops. This is, as I said, our Rat Pack themed casino. We're going to head on and we're going to do some actual gambling because this is a fully functioning casino. So we're going to play some blackjack first. We have several games. We have blackjack, we have roulette, we have slot machines. So let's just play some blackjack. Gambling is determined by your luck stat, and the character that Matt here is playing as actually has a maximized luck stat, so he's going to do pretty well. Look at that, we got an 18 on the first. You can actually probably hit on that 18 and you might do well. If not, you can totally blame me. Oh, look at that. All right, let's see how we do the second time around. Come on, Matt, go for a blackjack. I'll take that. Stay on that. Awesome. So these are fully functioning casinos, and like a real casino, when you do well, you'll get comped. You'll get, first, you'll get yourself a free drink, or then you'll get a free meal, and then maybe you'll get a free suite for the night. But eventually, you're going to break the bank and you're going to be asked to leave. So we're going to walk over, we're going to play some roulette. Roulette is roulette. No matter how good your luck stat is, 35 to 1 odds are still not in your favor. So you can stick to the big bets, we'll see how we do, but roulette, the odds are always severely against you. Fortunately, we're not betting a whole lot here.
Should you always bet on black?
You know what? I had a journalist during a demo tell me he was going to be the only person who ever bet on red for the entire show, and that has totally been the case. Nobody has ever bet on red except that one guy. So we're up here on the left here, we're going to jump over, and we're going to show some slot machines. Slot machines again, just like our other casino games. And it's totally a slot machine.
Indeed it is.
It is. So little old ladies will absolutely love playing this game. So we're going to head out of here, and we're actually going to jump forward to a different area of our demo. So here we are, we've jumped forward, and we're going to help out the NCR. The NCR is the New California Republic. We don't really have good and evil, necessarily, distinctions for our factions.
But they've been in some old Fallout games as well.
Yes, of course they have. Old fans of Fallout will absolutely respect this. They're what you would call our good faction, if you wanted to call them that. Caesar's Legion would be what you would consider our evil faction. We're about to assault a town called Nelson, which used to be run by the NCR until Caesar's Legion attacked. They burned the town to the ground, they crucified the NCR officers, and we're going to help take it back, because we've been building up the NCR now. So we're just going to run in here, we're going to shoot every Caesar's Legion soldier we can find, and we're going to take this whole back. So we're going to switch to a nice, pretty powerful weapon called light machine gun. We're just going to go kick some ass. So you can see there, we've got iron sights mode. This lets you look down the scope of any weapon. It's part of our real concentration on our part to make the game more accessible to people who really like first-person shooters. We've retuned all the weapons so that they work outside of VATS. And of course, we still have VATS, which is the Vault assisted targeting system, Vault-Tec assisted targeting system, because players really like it, and that's kind of that turn-based RPG feel. But we know a lot of players, when you see a first-person perspective and you see a gun, they know they are going to shoot a lot of guys, and they want to play it just like a first-person shooter. So we're going to let them play it that way. So all our weapons have been retuned for real-time gameplay with that iron sights mode and other features. So by the way, that red shield you're seeing there on the lower left-hand screen when he shoots, that's actually because the gun he's shooting with isn't nearly as effective as it could be. This guy he's shooting, this Legion recruit, is wearing armor, and the weapon he's shooting doesn't have damage that's enough to exceed that armor. So he's still taking damage, but Matt could be doing a lot more damage with a different weapon. By the way, you'll notice that when he reloaded, you'll see individual bullets being put into the weapons. We've redone all the attack and combat animations, all the reload animations for this game, and you can actually interrupt that reload sequence. So if you're shooting and you're loading in 5 different bullets, you can interrupt it after 1 or 2. So that's our reputation system. Matt accidentally shot some NCR officers. They're not too thrilled with that, so they're going to turn on him as well. Reputation kind of plays into our whole storyline with all these different factions of the game. And the major and minor factions all have reputation levels, and the storyline will actually change based on how everybody treats you.
Interesting. It's kind of like the karma system.
Actually, we've changed karma. So karma is still in the game. So we do have good and evil distinctions, but we don't really force it on you in the same way that reputation is. Reputation is how people react to you. Karma is more of a personal thing. It's maybe it's how you think of yourself, whereas reputation is how other people think of you. So going extremely good or extremely evil will give you different perks, but really people will react to you based on your reputation, not your karma level.
So I have to ask, with Chris Avellone working on the game, is the New Reno going to be connected to the game at all?
New Reno isn't directly connected. There are references to past Fallout games, but not specifically New Reno. Chris Avellone is working on this game. He is directly involved. He's doing a lot of the writing, and he's the creative director at Obsidian. So we're really excited to work with him. I'm a big fan of his past games like Planescape Torment and Fallout 2 and everything. But no, New Reno isn't directly connected, but we do have connections to past Fallout games, the entire series, really.
Fantastic.
So you can see Matt doing some sniping here.
Has sniping changed at all from the first game?
We've changed it a little bit, just in terms of all of our guns handle a little bit differently. There's actually a strength requirement for weapons, and that affects everything from the spread of heavy weapons to how steady you hold it. We've brought back chems that will actually affect your combat effectiveness, and that factors into all these things. All the guns, every single weapon in the game has been tweaked in one way or another.
And when do you think we'll be able to hit the strip?
We'll be on store shelves on October 19th in the US and October 22nd in Europe.
Fantastic. Thank you for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.